Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to Photoshop CC 2017. This is the picture which I have edited. So this is a picture which I've taken at home in normal mobile, and this is the photo which I have edited in brand new Photoshop CC 2017. So I'm going to show you how to quickly do that. If you're interested, stay patient. So let me first grab all the files to make this photo. I'm going to use three images. One image is my photo, and the other image is the background, and this is just like a special effect that people are cheering up. So the aim is to make an cheerful fighting picture. So as you have seen just a while ago, we're going to do that in this video completely. I'm not going to skip any part. Just arranging the images and creating a new file with a resolution which is already selected for the background image. And now I'm going to drop that image over here to the particular resolution and adjust it a little bit. Now I'm gonna put this image somewhere so that it looks good. Before that, let me just quickly crop few things like the punching bag. If I move that punching bag before the people cheering up, then it would look good. So let me do that quickly. Another punching bag. Just copy and paste in the same location. Now send that layer back in as a background. Send that layer back and put the two punching bags in front of that, and then I'm gonna even crop this one also. And adjust the layers, make the layer visible, and just adjust little bit so that it looks realistic. Now adjusting the brightness and contrast, completely turning that into a night mode, and select also adjusted the background for brightness for those cheering people. Now let's get to this image. I'm gonna use this tool to cut this image roughly, and I'm gonna drag and drop that here or copy paste, whichever works with you, and then adjust your image little bit so that it looks good with the background. And then let me make few more modifications so that we'll get a dynamic dramatic effect. I think this looks good with a contrast and some brightness. Adjust little bit of levels till you get the dramatic effect. I'm trying to adjust the image so that the background light will show up, and I'm gonna just make a copy to be on safe side if I want to undo a image completely after my editing. So I can just do that by making that layer visible, which I just did and which I just hide. So I'm gonna make a layer uh, which is a plain layer with a color, and then put it as an soft light or screen, whichever works with you. See if what effect if it does when you select it or unselect that. And then this layer I would be using for the dodging and then lightening up the image. Now I'm going to select the dodge tool. This is a blurring thing I'm doing right now, which is so if you observe clearly, there is a little bit of a rough cut over the edges, so it doesn't look good if you're pasting this image in different backgrounds. So if you are comfortable with the blurring tool, you can do that, or if you want to deselect the things and delete that, you can also do that. But it is a quite time consuming, so I'm gonna get back to the same image which I just cut. Now I'm gonna select uh, this option and refine it just over here, and select the overlay, and then just adjust your brush a little bit and brush over at the edges where you can see we are getting rid of that yellow shade. This is a really good tool to use to uh, cut the edges or refine the edges and play around a little bit till you get the desired edges, refined edges. Spend a little bit time like selecting the right brush and right feather or whatever matters. Did it look good? And then when you are done, just switch back and have a look, and then click OK, and you can just drag and drop that back. Now it looks much good than before, right? So this is how you cut edges. There are 3-4 ways to do that. I use this, and now I'm going to select a new layer, and just like I've done before, uh, just make it as an uh, gray gray color shade, and merge it with the main image, and then select the overlay or soft light. Now select the dodge tool for lightening and burn tool for darkening. This is very important to get the high resolution or the dramatic HD look of a normal image which I've taken in a mobile, to make it look good with the backgrounds, because here we see that the background is much clarity and looks good than our picture. So make sure your exposure is down than 50% or 30%, because uh, that would be too much. Actually 50% will be too much. If you apply a dodge or a burn tool with that amount of exposure, that would really cause an uh, damage or too much of the effect. So we want it to be light. So here I'm editing everywhere where there is a dark. I'm gonna burn that part, burn tool by using the burn tool, and wherever it is light, I'm gonna dodge that place. So if you want to do that, you can do that for the face too, and other parts of the body wherever it matters for you. But I'm gonna undo my face dodging and burning, because I didn't like that effect because I don't look like myself over there. It's up to you. I mean, if you might be dealing with a different picture, so it's up to you, like where you want to burn dot. Here you see the effect, like, can you see that, like the muzzles or the dodging effect or the burning effect? So good, that's the good thing actually. So I'm just undid the facial thing which I just undid, and now going back to the dodge, and do a little bit of modification here and there. So mainly these parts where the shirt folds, highlight the place where it is white, and uh, just like I'm doing here, and burn the places where you feel darker and you want it, because the whole clarity of the picture comes from the brightness and lightness where the exposure need to be taken place. And like, just if it takes a little bit of time, and then adjust the colors for the image and play around a little bit till you get the desired color. Now you can see the clear difference what a dodge and burn tool does for our image. So this is how you can see the difference, right? There's a lot of difference. Completely we turn the mobile clarity image into a high clarity refined image. I'm trying to undo the eyes thing because it doesn't look good for me. So select the, I was not coloring the brush with gray color on the selected image, but you should do on the dodging layer where you did before. So just apply back the gray color brush and paste a little bit over there, and it will undo the changes. I'm trying to merge all these layers into one thing, so that now I'm gonna adjust their brightness or the color so that they match up with the environment we are dealing. Select another layer over the, instead of adjusting brightness and everything for each bag, boxing bag, I'm gonna select a layer again and paste it with a gray color, and then select an overlay option so that they become dark. And now I'm going to dodge and bright burn those bags again for the dramatic look. So a little bit of dodging and burning so that they look good. So making the background suitable with the picture we're dealing is really important. Now I feel like I need a little more crowd to make this image much more interesting, like people cheering up behind me. So little bit of adjustments in around there. And now make sure the stage is visible, because it doesn't look good. Like, yeah, that should work. Just adjust those crowd little bit. And I didn't like this backs over here because it's dominating the, it's a different color than the color we are dealing with. So I'm trying to, and I would be also removing this, merging the images, I just group them. You can use this group option so that you don't need to worry if you are just editing the front picture. If you like to hide all the background details into a group, then you can do that by pressing the Ctrl G, or just grouping them by selecting right click and select the group. So yeah, let's do a little bit more dodging and burning. Make sure you do that on the gray layer which you just did, and make another gray layer. I'm trying to make another gray layer because I was trying to make the lightning effect. For lightning effect, make sure we will have this lighten layer overlay, and then adjust right at a place where the light comes from, instead of having that in a different place, because that would really help to get a dynamic look of the image. I don't want to group them because there are not many layers I'm dealing with, so I just ungroup them, and I'm trying to adjust a little bit of this lightning effect so that it appears even in front of my image. So it's up to you, like you can increase or decrease the brightness contrast of that light too. Never apply them directly on the image because you can't undo or adjust the lights. So always make a layer with a solid color and then select the screen or lightning screen of that layer and merge it with the so that it merges with the background images, and select the lens effect and adjust the light as desired till you get the dramatic look. Here I have like 3 focusing lights really concentrated on this picture. So I'm trying to have 3 layers with the 3 different lens effect to get a dramatic and realistic HD vision of this entire project we are dealing with. So adjust that little bit. Every time you don't find a right place of that light focusing, just undo the effect and go again and make sure you point it to the right place. This is little bit of tricky part where you need some time to uh, provide. I mean, it takes some time, so make sure you do that with little bit of carefulness. And now I've got 3 lights focusing, and then now we are almost there, and we need a little bit of modification like I'm doing now. I'm trying to get all the lens effect on my body, so I'm bringing the body and its overlay dodge and burn layer to under the lightning effect so that it looks good. After doing that, make sure your front picture which you just copy and pasted would match with the same lightning as like with the background. So do the shadow and highlighting too, that really helps. So you can see the difference, right? Play around a little bit till you get the desired image. These are all the sequence of steps which you have to follow so that you really don't lose the path or miss the steps of getting the tone. So here we are almost there with the right color of the image in the background and front, and here I don't want these lines. So make sure you avoid all the things that distracts the background and the foreground images. Here the lines were really which doesn't make any sense, because in this video we are trying to make a different sense of image which doesn't need those kind of threads or the glosses or some unnecessary details, so try to hide them or remove them. I've used the patch tool to remove that, and here I feel the back's glosses are distracting this image, so I just erased them. Now let's put a text. I would like to introduce the 3D text in this video, so let me just, you can also use this kind of text over here, and also if you press the 3D button over there, this converts into a 3D thing like this. And now you can play around a little bit, and you can select all this with adjustments by selecting the five icons over the top. You can place the image in a 4 directional. So make sure after doing everything, you can just, here we are, this is our desired output. Let me save that quickly and show you the difference what we have done through this 20 minutes of video. I would save that as a JPEG, it's up to you. You can save them as any image format you would like. So let me just put side by side of the two images we just made. This is the final output, and this is what we have done so far. Hope you all enjoyed this video and spend your own time on your, this picture took me like 2 hours, um, so don't get bored while doing this kind of stuff, because this really gives a nice output at the end if you really spend more time. So thank you for watching.